And with so many questions surrounding Santos, his resume and his background, there is one more many people are asking tonight. How did none of this come out ahead of time? It's a question former Congressman Steve Israel believes he has the answer to. News 12 Long Island's Rich Barrabi reports.
Had you heard of George Santos before all of this came out?
I did not.
I didn't really pay that much attention to him until this situation came up.
The name George Santos was not on the tip of the tongue of many Long Islanders before Election Day. The Republican was elected to represent Nassau's North Shore in Congress, but only now is a household name for many. In the wake of the continuing scandals surrounding what he calls embellishments, but most people recognize as lies.
He pulled the wool over the eyes of an entire congressional district.
Retired Congressman Steve Israel used to represent this district. He now owns a bookstore in the heart of Oyster Bay. Israel recently penned this piece in The Atlantic titled How a Perfectly Normal New York Suburb Elected a Con Man.
Number one, Republican extremism. They recruited the most extreme candidate they could find without looking into whether he was fit to serve. Secondly, Democratic complacency. A lot of Democrats assumed it's a Democratic district, we're going to win it, we don't have to pay attention to this guy.
Israel says the media, too, was complacent, and he suggests that voter apathy, or as he calls it, mellowness, likely played a role as well. A couple of months ago, this was the site of Santos's campaign headquarters in Oyster Bay. You can see today, there's nobody here. During that time, I interviewed the candidate, and we walked up and down the streets of Oyster Bay. And generally, when we do those types of interviews, people will come up to the candidate and say hello, offer them well wishes. But in this case, that didn't happen. In fact, it seemed many people did not know who the congressional candidate was. What a difference a couple of months makes.
It's kind of a trend in our world of politics today. Just who do you trust?
In Oyster Bay, Rich Barrabi, News 12, Long Island.